Middle East is changing and how. On my channel, in the last couple weeks, I've covered Oman offering citizenship to non-GCC nationals. I've also covered a couple of videos about Dubai. And today I'm back talking about another big scoop that's coming out of the Middle East. Qatar just dropped a game changer for founders and expats. And if you've been thinking about living and working in Gulf, this video might change your entire take that you have on Dubai versus Doha. So the next few minutes, stay glued to the screens as I take you through this adventurous ride where we evaluate if Qatar is a good option for you. Because Qatar is giving PR. Hello and namaste, my name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for doing so. And if you are a regular viewer of my channel, thank you so much for stopping by yet again and spending time with me. My name is Nidhi, I'm a finance professional, a digital creator, and the founder of two companies in Canada, Resi Network and Creatify. The goal of Resi Network is very simple, making global opportunities accessible to one and all in the world at the lowest price possible. So it has everything you ever need. Global job fairs, more than 1,000 recruiters globally that have hired our own clients and sponsored visas. Government job portals targeting foreign nationals with more than 10,000 jobs. And dedicated guides for top countries that people want to move to. More information about what we do is in the caption, so go check Resi Network out. Now let's talk about Qatar and why it's not just another Gulf option. So yes, Dubai and Abu Dhabi get all the press in the world, but Doha is quietly becoming one of the most attractive hubs in Middle East. It offers a high quality of life, so low crimes, high salaries, family-friendly policies, a strategic location because Europe, Africa, Asia are all a short flight away, a growing economy that's diversifying beyond oil and gas, and a less crowded ecosystem where executives and entrepreneurs have a strong chance of making it. And now Qatar is taking a big step towards long-term residency. Something we usually only hear about UAE, whether it's the Golden Visa or Saudi Arabia's Premium Residency. This is the long-term new residency permit that Qatar announced in Feb 2026. And it's especially meant for entrepreneurs and senior executives. First, let's talk about the benefits. Much like UAE's Golden Visa, this also offers you a 10-year residency. It is renewable, family sponsorship is included, you have ability to live, work, invest in Qatar, and it allows for easier movement of talent within the market. This is a part of Qatar's push to become a global hub for innovation and talent, as showcased at the Web Summit in Qatar in 2026. Now let's talk about who can apply. So this pathway has two tracks to it. First is the senior executives, which is if you're an employee, then how do you apply for it? And the second one is for entrepreneurs. If you're a founder, how do you apply for it? Now, if you're an employee, you can get nominated by your employer. You don't have to have all the work experience in Qatar, but the requirement is that you must have at least 5 years of experience, work experience, whether in Qatar or outside of Qatar. As long as you have a local employer nominating you, you will be able to file for it. Now, you do need to display your experience as a senior executive. Again, this is not a requirement. It does not have to be within Qatar, but you have to show that you were a senior leader through your experience. What you also need is a valid employment contract with a local company and competitive salary thresholds. Apart from this, there is no other requirement. There is no minimum amount that you have to invest or purchase a real estate, nothing like that. The next option is for entrepreneurs or founders. If you're somebody that wants to build, is a creator by heart, has goals of being an entrepreneur in life, this is the pathway that you must take. The first requirement is that you must be building or scaling a company that meets Qatar's economic priorities. And the special focus is on innovation-based businesses. For this pathway, you need an endorsement from a recognized incubator like the Qatar Science and Technology Park. You also need a business plan and must meet the bank requirements. Now, this pathway is meant for founders who actually want to create and grow in Doha. It's not just to visit and get out. And the first pathway, which is for talent, for senior officials, it's meant for people who actually have the skills, the talent, can be hired by a Qatar company, can be nominated, and should stay long-term and contribute to the local economy. If you're wondering about how to find job opportunities or how to get into the startup scene, I'll cover that later in this video, so stick around. First, I want to talk about how this stacks against what Dubai offers. Now, Dubai has had long-term visas for a couple years now, and it covers literally anyone that you can think of, whether it's executives, professionals, teachers, creatives, and even students. Qatar, on the other end, is just entering the race. But it's also very clear as of now that it wants to make it a targeted hit. So the long-term residency will only be available to talent that actually Qatar needs, whether it's senior executives or founders or entrepreneurs. Right now, Qatar is not chasing average job seeker. So the quality of applicants that Qatar is chasing is much higher, which means that if you qualify, you will actually be in a much smaller pool. So it means lesser competition for you when you apply in a place like Doha or anywhere in Qatar as opposed to Dubai. And that's actually how you make your pick. Depending on where you are in your life, if you're just starting off, early career to mid career, I would look at maybe a Dubai or an Oman or somewhere else in the Gulf. But if you're somebody that has a couple of years of experience, can prove managerial experience, has senior management experience, which is a lot of people who watch my videos, Qatar is a better place for you. I'll leave that up to your judgment as I discuss that later in this video. Now I get to the most fun part, which is the job opportunities. If you want to really consider Qatar and get an active leg into the market, how do you get started? First up, know that these are the top sectors in demand. First is, of course, finance and banking. Then there is technology and digital services. Then consulting and professional services. And then energy and sustainable infrastructure. Of course, there are a ton of other industries as well, like oil and gas, real estate, etc. But they're not growing at the pace of the industries that I just discussed. So just looking at the growth percentage and where more opportunities will be available, these sectors are best suited. And getting sponsorship in Qatar, much like most of the Gulf, is not a big deal. They've always been very open to sponsorship. So if you don't qualify for long-term residency, they're going to sponsor you on a local work permit that's called a QID. Now, when it comes to startups, I recommend looking into Startup Qatar. It is an excellent website. First of all, it's probably one of the most prettiest websites that I have come across. And it also has a program, at least it's ongoing right now. I'm not sure if it's going to be ongoing later when this video goes up or not. There are multiple programs that they run in the year where you can apply as a founder and you don't really need a lot of scale up or you don't need a lot of traction. And they actually give you a good sum. I think it's about 1 million local currency or $1 million. I'm not sure. Whatever the right amount is, it'll be on the screen. But they do give you a lot of resources financially and intellectually to make your startup breathe, live, and grow in Qatar. So there's a lot of government support through incubation, accelerators, and venture capital flows that are being attracted to Qatar. Meaning founders don't just have a path to residency, they also have a very good shot at scaling and growing their companies. And if you're interested in checking out more, look at incubators like QSTP or local hubs like Startup Qatar. Also, when it comes to job opportunities, one of the most underrated resources that people forget to target is applying to startups. Most people think that you can just go onto LinkedIn and bait and apply to opportunities. I don't think that's like a smart way of doing this. Reaching out to C-suite, reaching out to founders, co-founders, the top people in any startup that's growing is probably your best shot when you're looking at a place like Qatar. But of course, platforms like Bait, Gulf Talent, Naukri Gulf are still not bad. They're not outdated, so I would highly recommend that. I just wouldn't recommend LinkedIn as much. I feel like LinkedIn is a very saturated platform. So in my opinion, it's startups followed by recruitment firms, followed by all these local websites that we just mentioned, and then LinkedIn. Ideally, if you're doing enough, you would not have time for LinkedIn job applications. Use LinkedIn to network only. And contrary to what people believe, applying for jobs is not enough. Networking is huge here. So a strong LinkedIn profile with good connections and regular posting will drastically change your chances. Which brings me to the end of this video. Is Qatar opening their doors to everyone? And the honest answer is no. But if you qualify as a founder or an executive, Qatar is a much better shot to take compared to other options we see that are available in the Middle East right now. In my opinion, Qatar is raising its hand as a serious competitor to Dubai's Golden Visa. And the startup ecosystem there is only getting stronger. So whether you're running your own company, leading a team, or planning your next big move, Qatar is now worth eyeing. On that note, this video has come to an end. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments, and do go and check out resinetwork.com. At this point, our vision has just come to life. We're looking for some serious feedback. So if you can use the platform in any capacity, whether you subscribe to it or not, if you can just open it and tell us what you see and how you like the flow, give us suggestions in the comments. That would really help us. And if there are countries that you are targeting, let us know that. I promise to see you in the next video. Until then, please make sure you take care of yourself. Stay safe. Namaste.